Hello, welcome to a video. You may hear in the background lots of natural sounds, all the birds outside of my office window tweeting and cooing. However, they're not hurting anybody, so I'll let them be. So now, as you know, we've done 60 videos for essays, academic task 2, and we did a video last week for the data for one aspect of the data tasks. Okay, so this is a map. Next one, we're going to do a process. So we're going to go through all the different types of task 1, essentially. Now, the map ones may be tricky for some of you because, there's not a lot of data there. It's not like a graph or the chart where there's lots of information that you can choose to write about. So this may be a problem for some, but I'll show you how it works and you'll see it will be fine. Let's center that. Okay. So the map below is of the town of Garlsdon. A new supermarket, S, is planned for the town. The map shows 2 possible sites for the supermarket. Okay, and always you summarize the information, selecting, reporting the main features, make comparisons, etc. Okay, so we need to include as much information as possible in our introduction. So we've got the town, the population, it's about the supermarkets, there's 2 possible sites, okay. Railway, main roads, it's in the town centre, the countryside, to the outside. Okay, so let's have a look at a sample. So we've got the introduction and the overview. Okay, so the map shows 2 potential locations, S1, S2, for a new supermarket in a town called Garlsdon, which has a population of around 65,000. And there's not a lot else that you can say about this map. So that will do fine. You can say from an overall perspective, or you can simply state what the difference is. The main difference between the 2 sites is that S1 is outside the town to the northwest, whereas S2 is in the town centre. The sites can also be compared in terms of access by road or rail and their positions relative to 3 smaller towns. So there's not too much else that you can say there. And for paragraph 3 and 4, you would talk about site 1. Now, it's no coincidence that we have a compass point here. So you would use that. So approximately to the northwest, the first potential site is located. It's very close to the population of Hindon, you know what I mean? So you do that. Then S2 would be paragraph number 4. However, the second site is in the centre and it's only 25, blah, 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 so that will give you the general idea. So there's not too much that you can use in terms of paraphrase. Is shows the town of Garlsdon, a town called Garlsdon. There's not too much you can change. But yeah, 2 possible, potential locations, sites. There's not too much else. Okay. So, members' writings. The map illustrates 2 places, it's 2 possible locations of supermarkets. Well, no, isn't it 1 supermarket? So it's 1 new supermarket is planned. So this is the option. So these are the options. The map illustrates 2 places of supermarkets. Well, it doesn't. It's 2 possible locations of 1 supermarket. In the city of Garlsdon, or in Garlsdon. I don't think that Garlsdon is actually a city. It's a town. 65,000 people. That's a town. So 2 possible locations for a supermarket in Garlsdon. On the whole, it is obvious, is it, that the supermarket will be built near railroad and almost close to the main roads. Well, that doesn't really tell me much, does it? So I think this needs a bit of work here. You can see the difference between this one and the example. So that wouldn't really tell me a great deal. Now, the map illustrates Okay. 2 possible sites for a supermarket. Those changes on. Which is going to be located in a town named, or a town called, Garlsdon, with the population, or a population, 65,000. So that's more or less the same as I said. On the whole, there is a railway from the northwest to the southeast and through me. Well, okay, but I wouldn't put that first. I would mention the possible supermarket sites. One of the 2 possible sites is in the middle at the city centre, the other one is in the northwest of the country, or the countryside. And there is a railway, but again, there's no point in simply saying there is a railway unless you're going to connect it in some way with the 2 potential sites. The 2 sites have good railway and road connections from, so simply saying, oh, and by the way, it's got a railway without connecting it to anything, that wouldn't work. The given picture, well, it's not a picture, is it? It's a map. Illustrates a simplified. Why is it the given picture illustrates a simplified map? Why not just say the map? Okay. The map shows Garlsdon, for which a new supermarket is planned. It can be located either in the countryside, okay, but where? In the northwest, or in the town centre, each providing access to the railway and the main roads differently. Okay, well, yeah, because it's a railway and a main road, so it's obviously different, so we don't really need that. Overall, looking closely at the map, as opposed to what? Looking unclosely, reveals that each of the possible sites has specific features. Well, yeah, yeah, but what's that telling me? Oh, there's some specific features that we need to evaluate. What are they? What are they? Simply saying that, it's a bit like an empty sentence in an essay introduction. It tells me nothing. Overall, looking closely at the map, we can see that we need to look at some features before deciding on a. No, sorry, that doesn't really work. The given map illustrates how the Garlsdon town, isn't it Garlsdon? The Garlsdon town is going to be after erecting a new supermarket, which is predicted to be built either in the middle of the town or in its outskirts, or on its outskirts. So that needs to be reworked just a bit. So it's possible locations. So it's not a prediction, is it? A prediction is if I look out of a window and say, I think it's going to rain this afternoon. That's a prediction, not a possible location. Overall, if a supermarket would built with a town, access would be more convenient compared to when it would be constructed. Well, it will be more convenient for people in the centre, but not convenient for people living on the outskirts. So, it's like convenient for whom? Okay, so that needs a bit of reworking also. Now, the plan indicates or shows a town called Garlsdon with a population of 65,000 and 2 potential locations for building a supermarket. Okay, that's good. All in all, 2 sites, S1 and S2. The S2 site, more suitable. Now, right, this is a little bit long for an overview. We don't really need all this. This is more like what you would put in your paragraph 3 and 4, because it's got details, more details than you really need in the overview. The S2 site would be a more suitable case, for construction of supermarkets will be reached by the people of Cranston and Branston Towns edition. Don't forget your articles, town centre of Garlsdon, which we want accessible by public transportation, or simply by public transport, that's what we say. However, the S1 site would not be an appropriate space for that. Okay. That should be shorter. That needs to be a little bit shorter. That detail needs to be in your body paragraphs. That's all that you basically need. Apart from, such as, right, The difference between the two sites is this and this and this. That's it, really. That's all that you need for your overview, and then you can, talk about this, but in paragraph number 3 and 4. But apart from that, that's good though. The map gives an overall view of a town called Garlsdon, with 2 sites being signposted, or for a new supermarket. Well, there's only one to be constructed. It's possible. The city is home to a population of 65,000 people. Okay, we don't really need that for the overview. Mainly occupied by industrial sector. Right, we don't need this for an overview. Don't need it. Too much detail. Too much detail there. All that you need is what's the main features, 2 possible sites, 1 in the northwest, 1 in the centre, close to various other towns, railway and roads. Then this detail needs to be in paragraph 3 and 4, right? So now city, and my portion of city, 2 main roads, this needs to be in your body paragraphs 3 and 4, not your intro, not your overview. The map shows Garlsdon town, 2 possible locations. Has planned. Why is that present perfect? 2 possible locations for a supermarket. Has planned. We don't need that. The map shows Garlsdon town in which there are 2. Or type in which there are 2 possible locations for the supermarket. 1 option located in the countryside, another in the town centre. I would have made that your overview. So, because this S2 possible location is okay. So that's not too bad. You could do it like that, but I would just make that your introduction, right? So the map shows this possible sites. Okay, then the overview. 2 possible locations are blah 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 blah. One's in country, one's in town. The positioning for this and this and this and that, and that would be fine. That's not bad, but just needs a little bit of reworking. The map illustrates 2 different potential sites for new supermarket plans to be built in Garlsdon town. That's good. 2 suggested sites for a new supermarket are located in 2 completely different areas. Well, yeah, because it would be kind of pointless to put 2 sites in the same area. Okay, the first site. So one is in a suburban area to the south-north, eh? You mean to the northwest, isn't it? Of the town. South-north. While the other one is located in we don't need that adverb, is located in the town centre, surrounded by industrial areas. If it's in the town centre, it's not surrounded. Does that mean the site or the town? Because that's ambiguous. Accessibility to a main road, no noticeable difference between the 2 sites. Okay, you could do that. Okay, that's a little bit long. You could have cut that down a bit, but okay, that's not bad. Don't forget article use though. There are 2 locations that were determined to build a supermarket. On the Garlsdon's map. Well, okay. Right. The map, the illustration shows, the illustration shows a map of Garlsdon, the town, the population, 2 possible that's what you need for that introduction. Not there are 2 locations that were determined. So that doesn't really work. Rework that. The first point, S1 located in the northwest in countryside area, close to a main road. We don't need that detail for the overview. The potential point, S2, placed in the downtown, which is closer to the southern part. Right. Again, we don't need that much detail. If you put that much detail in your overview, what are you going to do for paragraph 3 and 4? You need at least 150 words. So, introduction. The map shows 2 possible locations for the supermarket in the town of Garlsdon, which has a population of 65,000 people. Overall, the 2 sites, S1 and S2, the first one is in the northwest, in the countryside, close to a main road. The second one is in the town centre, which is more strategically located in terms of transportation. I don't know. So boom, boom, intro, overview, and then you can put the detail in paragraph 3 and 4. As I have said, map demonstrates. Is it supposed to be demonstrates? But it doesn't really demonstrate. It's not quite the same as show. 2 possible places or locations, S1 and S2. Which is organised? Which not, is it? Which is organised? Which are organised to be built? No, that doesn't work. In the Garlsdon city. Well, it's not a city, it's a town. Overall, is it supposed to be terms? In terms of information? Site S1 is the best place compared to Site 2. Well, it's not up to it say which is best. It doesn't really say which is like best. It just says there's 2 options. The reason behind this is the main road in the countryside and population crowded. Not sure what that means. Population crowded. What, there's too many? I'm not really sure what that means. And right, nowhere does it say this. Like now, this is opinion, right? This is opinion, which we do not want. You don't put opinion. It's purely what you see, no speculation or opinion. So make sure that you don't do that. So, not too bad, some better than others, as always. But all that you need really is essentially this, intro and overview. So that's what? 72 words. So you've got another 100 words or less for paragraph number 3 and 4. Go into the detail, that'd be about 160, 70 words, and that would be fine. Okay. Hope that helps. So next time we're going to be looking at a process. So the task is already posted, so I'll be looking forward to reading those. Okay, that will do for now. See you later.